All right, this is a good place to start this weekend Shannonville vlog because it's going to go one of two ways. So here's the situation, guys. Sunset, got in a little contact with my dude Adam. Wasn't super heavy. He spun in front of me and there was a car behind me. I tried to thread the needle to not get sandwiched, so I did that. But as I went through them, his car spun around and his bash bar hit my wheel. Took a big chunk out of my wheel, which is over here. Bent his rear bash bar. It bent my upper control arm, so I replaced that. Then I put the Drift Tech toe correcting brackets on here, went to align it, still a ton of toe out. So then I'm like, okay, obviously something is still bent. And upon further inspection and wiping off all the dust, me and my buddy Brad here found that the trailing arm is clearly cracked. This is all the powder coating that's cracked, which is wild. Wasn't that hard of a hit, so I'm pretty surprised that happened, but it is what it is. I'm supposed to be leaving for Shannonville in a few hours. Obviously that's not happening. So the reason this sucks is these are the weld-on dual caliper brackets with brand new bushings that are pressed in and a wheel bearing that's pressed in, and anybody who's done wheel bearings on an E46 before knows that they're not the most fun. I do have a process for doing them, but it's not here. It's at my buddy's shop with a press. So thankfully, I do have a trailing arm that is freshly powder coated with a dual caliper bracket welded on. I also have a fresh wheel bearing and a fresh hub, which is awesome, from my buddy Peter, because he was supposed to get in his car ready, but unfortunately it will not be ready for this season. So he was nice enough to say, hey man, take my stuff. He shares the shop here with me, so that's great. But I still need the upper and lower bushings, which I need to drive an hour away to get, which sucks, but it is what it is, hour each way. So then I need to also take this to my buddy's shop, use this press to press all of this stuff into this, come back, put it on the drift car, do a quick alignment, load the trailer, and go to Shannonville. This is one of those moments where if it was a video game, you ask yourself, do I quit now, save and quit? Or do you just keep going? And I haven't missed an event yet, and Olivia booked off work for the whole weekend, and all the homies are going, and I bought tires and packed everything, so I think I'm gonna try and make it happen. So stay tuned, follow along on this one. All right guys, many hours later, I had to make long story short, I had to make a road trip, about an hour each way to get the upper and lower bushings that press into the trailing arm. Can't see that one, but you know what I'm talking about down there. My buddy, I just finished doing a powder coated trailing arm with a weld-on bracket for him recently here, so thankfully I had that. He had a wheel bearing. I had to go use my buddy's press, put all that in, slap the whole new trailing arm in, doing a quick toe check. It's 10:30 at night, so not too bad. I've had worse nights, but we're gonna try and make it, so it's looking good. Good morning, guys. We ended up deciding not to go out last night. We should probably get called 2 days before the event. I checked the wheel bearing on my truck. It's bad. I'm like, we're not driving all the way to Shannonville with a trailer with a wheel bearing like that. So this is Thursday. I get all the parts, both front wheel bearings, both front rotors, calipers, pads. I redo the whole front end. Okay, didn't plan on doing that. Didn't have time to do it. Just made it happen. Friday, yesterday. Car is good as far as I know. I'm like, okay, I just gotta go load it up and do a few things, get trailer ready to go, and I'll relax, wait for Olivia to get off work, then I'll head up to the track. Go to drop the car on the ground, tried to do an alignment, and the rim was still towed out like crazy, the same way it was when I got hit. So I'm like, okay, something else is bent. inspect everything. Sure enough, it ended up being the trailing arm itself, which is like the worst case scenario because mine are powder coated. They had the weld on dual caliper brackets, blah blah blah. Thankfully, I just did one of those for my buddy Peter, who's at my shop, but it didn't have a wheel bearing, he didn't have any bushings in it, etc. He had the 2 upper and lower bushings I needed at his house, so I drove an hour to his house, an hour back, and I drove to my buddy RJ's shop, and we used his press to press in the wheel bearings and the bushings, and I drove all the way back to my shop, installed it all. In the midst of all of this, the brand new ABS sensor wire on this truck that just got installed with the wheel bearing, on one side there's a brake dust shield that's missing, and the rotor wore through it on the way back from getting parts at one of my buddy's places. So then I wouldn't have had trailer brakes, because when they do that, these trucks don't have trailer brakes. So then last night, after doing all of that, prepping the car, getting it ready, I had to rip this wheel back off, rip off the dually spacer, and like rewire the factory ABS sensor. So it was a shitty night. It was a lonely night, and we decided to just crash last night. So now we're heading to the track. We'll be there around noon for lunch break. Car's good, and weather's supposed to be really nice. So hopefully it's one of those, you know, that comes a really good weekend after all the unfortunate events. So yeah, we're both tired, but it's better than not going drifting. So we'll see you guys at the track. It's PSL season, baby.
Frank, give me a little something for you.
Sorry?
Give me a little something.
I don't know. Do I look really tired?
No.
I just don't want to look like a piece of shit.
You don't. I thought you were going to start going on a tangent.
Oh, is that not good enough?
It's okay. No, that was perfect.
I have like big bags under my eyes. Like, yeah, that guy's been places.
There's nothing wrong with being places.
It depends who you ask, actually. Yeah, someone needs some bronzing oil. Should have told me, man. I would have brought some. Not that I have any.
This is the Allen head.
Here, you want me to man the ratchet? You man the wrench?
Yeah, sure.
The wrench?
Tighten that.
It feels like it's...
There you go.
Yeah. How does that feel, baby? Would you like it tighter?
Actually, wait up. It's actually smaller than a 10 mil, I think. I thought that was a 10 mil.
Is it a 9?
Hopefully not.
I could put some oil and grease on it. I brought 8 lobsters.
8 lobsters?
You brought lobsters? No, you didn't.
Who doesn't come to the track day with lobsters?
Okay, so we made it, and we're sitting in line, gonna go shake the car down, and then hopefully we can find some people to get some tandems in with this weekend. So we have to find some tandem buddies, because a bunch of our regular crew isn't here. So a couple, 1 or 2 laps, make sure she's good, then go find some friends.
slowly. That was perfect. That's how you do it. Now, when you do it, that's right. Now, when you do it, always hold the socket with your hand.
A1's almost wrapped up. Car's feeling real good. Letting her cool down. She's real hot right now. Just driving with the homies. Found some good people to drive with. Just did a session with Isaac and Shorty in the vet. Isaac in RX-7. I'm definitely the slowest car out of all the boys I'm tandeming with, but that's cool. I love chasing faster cars. It's a cool challenge. And then when I'm in the lead, I just try and give everybody a nice, followable lead line. So it's fun for everybody. But the old girl's doing good so far. So I'm gonna chat with some of the boys.
Because of the FDF kit, it's got the extra steering angle, and I'm still not 100% used to it. So I dodged like you would in a normal car, and almost fucking walled it. Because I'm like
sideways on the straight.
well, I almost just whoa.
I saw it fly over my head, and then I looked at my rear view to make sure you didn't get hit, and I saw you just monging the straight.
Just get sketchy, yeah. But I didn't want to run it over, and I didn't want to get hit by it, so.
Get my bot on that roof there, guys.
I was behind you. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know how many times I touched you that run, but there was a few.
I was like, you know what? I know what he's gonna do, so I'll just give him a good lead.
And it was clean, just light little taps.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Your buddy saw me one time. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him mid-drift. I was like, put your fucking
You're like
hand
arms
aside.
are like, dude, you're about to get.
I got the sign, T-arm inside
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, oh.
Mid drift around the wall.
Yeah.
That's what I did to my
Oh,
buddy.
my
I was
arm was
like,
in by
"Oh,
that
oh."
point. Is when you started tapping, I'm like, oh, that sign's for me. But yeah, it was getting sketchy for me because like you were right on his door, just like shimmying as you have to, and I like kept making corrections to try and keep with you, and I like in out, whoa.
Yeah.
Almost took your bumper off at the end.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. That's a good shot, Shorty. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like I was being respectful.
I felt you there.
Like
Oh,
I was.
that's cool. I'm always
I
down
could
the
have
door.
fully pushed you around.
I was getting fired up just watching us.
It's funny watching like
If the tables were turned, he would do the same to you. Yeah. I was like, push him around, dude.
That's how we drive.
funny watching it from like the perspective of like, okay, there's the gap. Oh, the gap is closing.
I love that. Yeah.
That's super interesting.
That sucks. Thanks for helping.
Let us know if you need help tracking stuff down.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. What's up? That is fucking awful. That's a sad day right there. Sorry, buddy. Mine still works though.
I wasn't prepared for this kind of catastrophe. I thought my bases were covered. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. The drift gods are testing me this weekend. They want me to work for it. So, in the train with Shorky and Isaac, going through the S-bends, transitioned, and on transition, a piece on my angle kit broke, which just allowed the wheel to go wherever it wanted to go. So you can see, tore up the fender, wheel was like pushed in here. But I've been running this kit for 5 years now, and it's kind of a combination of a bunch of prototype parts. So it used to be on my LS car, then it was on this car. So it's definitely done its time. But yeah, thankfully Josiah was here. Obviously they're hosting the event, but he was actually here today. So I told him about it, and the boys came by within like an hour with some fresh parts and gave me some updated parts too to try. It really doesn't get any better than that. Can't really beat that service, man. So huge shout out to the FDF guys for taking care of me and making sure that they're doing whatever they can to keep me on track. So yeah, we're gonna throw this together, hopefully before the sun sets, and then we should be driving tomorrow. End of day one. It was a long day, but it was a pretty good day overall. Got some good laps in with the boys. Seat time car doing its thing. Despite the fact that we broke an angle kit, it was a tired angle kit, it's done its time. The guys from FDF were able to get us a new kit, so that was sweet, and we made it work. So they weren't sure if it was going to work because I have a V1 style knuckle adapter. They gave me brand new arms from the newest version of the kit, but it's installed, the car's aligned, thanks to my dude Frankie for giving me a hand with the alignment part. We got it done, and I don't see any issues. Like, visually it doesn't look like there's any binding or clearance issues, so I think we should be good to go tomorrow. So we'll find out. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. All the homies just got here, so we're gonna go hang out with the homies. Bye.
Bye.
let's go out for another session just after lunch here. Got some tires mounted up. First couple test strips of the new lower arms from FDF seem to be going really well. So no binding issues. Everything seems happy. So that is awesome. Yeah, did not think that we would be going back out again after what happened yesterday, but man, I'll take all the wins I can get right now. So yeah, we are gonna go stack up with the boys, see what's going on. Everybody's hanging out, all the vehicles. Lots of lots of hands on the hips. Oh boy. Should I be filming this? This looks like not a good situation.
Those straight up rides.
Damn.
Pull that small block.
I think it is on mudding.
I saw it drop.
I think it's too cold. The boys are getting sorted. We're starting to head out on track again for the second half of the day. Got my old car out here. Brad's wheeling this thing. We got Adam in the wagon, which is sick. LS wagon. So we got some good tandems in the three of us, Brad, Adam, and myself earlier. So gonna go get some more runs.
It's like really pressurized now.
I mean, those are
Gaggle.
ran over.
What's happening?
Ready, buddy. Ready to hit some pad. The pad slayer, dude. Let's go.
Good pad
Let's get her
slayer.
home, man. Strong
Pad
finish
slayer.
of the day. Let's
Strong
go.
finish, he says.
Let's go.
Punisher.
Absolutely,
Pad
dude. Yeah,
punisher.
that's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, buddy.
Pad slay,
Second
baby.
gear
Pads.
cylinder.
That's right. We fixed the freaking coil harness, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm still learning my mechanics, man.
Still learning my mechanics.
Still learning my mechanics.
Cronin's been out
Now-
on the skid pad and he's made some big improvements.
And now
which
we're
is awesome.
hoping
Lincoln
to
figure
fully
eight.
see 5-6 grand in second gear now.
5-6
Yeah,
grand.
that's the goal now.
More than what this car is worth.
That's it. That's right. That's right. Always punch above your weight, buddy. Always punch above your weight. Let's
My
go.
man.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, crew's all ready and we're going out for second half of the day. So hopefully no more drama.
Yeah.
singe.
Put my head in the fire, trying to get a tire to see a big old barrel. Got a little crispy. Gonna look like Moby. Sucks. How bad is it?
It's not horrible. You still have eyebrows.
That's good.
You still have them, like they're still there, but you can tell they're definitely singed.
up, nerds? End of day recap here. Loading up the car. It's been a good day, man. Spent a lot of time driving with Brad and Adam. A few other homies. No cars broke. Nobody really spun. Nobody crashed. It was good quality seat time. Just 2-3 laps at a time, chasing lead versus chase, etc. Getting good seat time practice and good tandem practice. Really emphasizing transitions on the S-bends. Both Adam and Brad killed it all day. So just trying to help them get more comfortable with leads and chases. I mean, they're both good with leads, but chases, and yeah, good for everybody, including myself. So any day we're getting that much seat time consistently with good drivers that you can trust is obviously a good day. All in all, a successful weekend, especially considering some of the hurdles we had to overcome. It's kind of funny, like, you go through all that just for a seat time car, but to me it's like a mental game too. It's like just not giving up, people counting on you to be there, show up to the track, be present, be a part of the community. So that's where it's at for me. So we didn't give up this weekend, even though it's not a very exciting car to drive. It's a lot of fun still, and even after all the headaches, it was worth it. So we're gonna be back here in October. We're doing CDS and Shannonville on the same weekend, so it'll be fun. It'll be good. Look at this guy, he's stoked.
Yeah, but I mean,
Absolutely stoked, man. I shredded 2 tires.
Yeah.
First time. This is what happens when you get into second gear, ladies and kids and gentlemen.
The pad punisher, dude.
Pad punisher, man. That's right. I made the tire guys. I introduced myself to the tire guys for the first time, man. First time ever. They haven't even met me yet, dude.
First set of
And
tires.
I was like, yo, I'm on the
Now they
pad.
won't forget you.
On the pad, just
They know, they
punishing
just
out.
met the biggest weapon they'll ever need.
Now they're not gonna forget me. They're gonna be seeing me all the time now.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So it's no, I'm absolutely stoked, and I gotta obviously do a massive shout out to Brad and Adam and Liam there for putting the inspiration down for all of us, right? And trying to match that energy and trying to learn and progress every week or every month, right? So
You're killing it.
absolutely, let's go, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
so it's a pleasure.